I think this answers the question about Martha. I think she's a girl. Here she is all snugged up in one of the nests. It's almost dark, so there's not much light in here. I don't know if she's actually laid an egg or not. It's late in the day, but she's been out running around. Everybody else is still outside eating, but Martha's in here, snugged up in a nest. It's November 10th, and the weather is remaining very mild. Mild for us for this time of year anyway. It's 15 degrees today. But we're in for a day and a half of heavy rain, so I usually let the hens out in the afternoon to run around the property, but it's supposed to start raining this afternoon, so they're out in the morning. Martha, the little Silver Sebright, hopefully I'll be able to point her out in a bit there. I've been wondering whether or not she's been laying eggs. I've seen her up in the nest a few times, but with all the other hens outside, she went back in the hen house, so I went in to check, and sure enough, she was up in the nest. She'd laid a little, almost white egg. It's amazing because she's the tiniest bird that I've got. Very small. Anyway, she's laying eggs. Another problem, sort of, yesterday anyway, one of the Plymouth barred rocks, the brown and white sort of, gray and white, black and white sort of striped birds there, the large birds. One of those laid an egg without a shell yesterday afternoon, and she laid it outside, not in the nest. First time there's ever been an egg that wasn't laid in the nest, but I saw her lay it, went over to pick it up, and it was just in a soft membrane, no shell, one of those birds right there. Which can be a sign of many things, calcium deficiency for one, but young birds, when they first start to lay, will sometimes do it anyway. And these birds have laying mash feed available, and they have oyster shells and grit both available to them. So I don't know. The other possibility is their owners giving them too many treats. They're filling up on things like cracked corn, and I always cook extra breakfast cereal, and they aren't eating the proper food that they should be eating, so that could be a possibility. I just have to watch. I'm cutting back on the cracked corn and things. Right now they're underneath a bird table that I built, a very rustic bird table. But I've wanted one for years. You just can't find them here. They're sort of an English thing. It's just a flat platform. I made it of scrap lumber and a 2x4 with a flat roof above it to keep snow off of it and the heavy rain. And you just cover the table with whatever you're going to feed the birds, seed or breadcrumbs or whatever. Anyway, the hens have discovered that some of the birds scatter seeds on the ground, and they come up and feed at the bird table too. That little one right there, that's Martha, the Silver Sebright, who I'm now certain is laying eggs. It's hard to believe anything that small is laying an egg on a regular basis, but Martha is in egg production. That is a mottled Cochin Bantam, little feather-footed ones. I have 3 of those. I love the little puff or bustle feathers or whatever on their back. They're so sweet. That is Prince Leah, the only rooster, guarding his women here this morning. That's Ginger, the Rhode Island Red, and Francoise, the Black Jersey Giant, and Matilda, the White Plymouth Rock, and these are some of the barred rocks. three of them, they all look the same, so they don't have names. Well, I'll put this together with some other chicken clips that I've taken over the past week or two and post it for those of you who are interested in seeing how the chickens are developing. Thank you for watching. Just to close off, I'll show you the last bit of the autumn color here. That's a Japanese maple called Bloodgood, Acer palmatum Bloodgood. I've had it for, I don't know, 10, 12 years. Tiny seedling when I planted it, and it's grown to be, I don't know, 15 feet high anyway, I guess. It's red all year round, but the red becomes a brilliant scarlet in the fall just before it loses its leaves, and I suspect after this wind and rain a lot of the leaves will be on the ground.